But
It is a
before
nice
we went to
hat.
break, I teased a scenario in which I believe the Detroit Lions could possibly win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. And I know I'm a residential Goff hater of Woodward Sports, as you the people tell it. But truthfully, I've just been like realistic about the matter. I have the 12% rule spinning. I sent you the article earlier. I sent it to Flannel Sam today too. If you guys aren't aware of it, I had a body bag, Dennis with it. But since 1995, there hasn't been a single quarterback but one to win a Super Bowl while taking more than 12% of the team's salary cap space.
Mm-hmm.
Odds, if you want to win a Super Bowl, it's right there, right? It's not like paint a perfect picture for you on how to get this thing done. But I do have a theory in which the Detroit Lions could do it. But before I get into mine, has that grown into your head at all? Do you think that's a possibility?
I mean, I don't think it's a possibility. I think they can.
Not this year, but just in general.
They could try to do it. I don't think he's the guy that will win you a Super Bowl per se. But if they want to, the things they need to do are obviously take the similar route as the Los Angeles Rams did when they got to a Super Bowl. They need to build a complete team around them. That means addressing the defense, fixing up some things, make sure you have an elite caliber position at every factor, every level of that defense. You need to keep Ben Johnson if you want to do that. Because you see what Ben Johnson's done with Jared Goff this year. He's helped him produce the best year of his career so far. So you definitely need to hold on to him, and you need to get an elite, dynamic running back one.
I'm with you.
You need to get somebody you can turn around and give the ball to 25 times a game, a Todd Gurley-esque player, to bring out the best in Jared Goff. And I don't think it's not impossible, but if you want to get there, I think it's highly unlikely. But if you want to get there, you got to do a lot of the same things that you can do that the Rams did to reach the Super Bowl with him when they had him on his rookie deal.
I see a couple people in the Woodward Sports chat trying to dismiss the 12% rule. And we were going to open the lines at the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour, which we still could do whatever you want to do, Spinny. But I'm kind of curious, how you're going to dismiss that one. I just don't know.
I am going to dismantle this argument. Hypothetically, if you draft the best quarterback that has ever existed, would you pay him more than 12%?
After your 4 years of magically not winning the Super Bowl with the best quarterback to ever exist.
Yeah.
I think there is a route to win the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, and it's actually, I agree with you. It's with the scenario you painted out. Mm-hmm. And you initially say, you can't build that type of team with the 100%. Salary situation that the Detroit 100%. Lions have. But Brad Holmes does have these extra draft picks. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I didn't I don't even know how to do the research for this one, but I can't think of a team that has been in a situation like the Detroit Lions where they have a GM who, I don't want to say he's batting 1,000, but damn near batting 1,000.
Damn near.
You know what I'm saying? He's killing it, batting 750.
Yeah.
Brad Holmes is knocking it out of the park. You have a offensive coordinator that's also a super genius.
Yes.
And then you have the extra draft capital going along with it. The team that Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl with was in fact a super team.
Mm-hmm.
That's you can't deny that. And that's what happens when you have these quarterbacks again underneath that 12% or on a rookie deal. You can afford to build that super team around them. Look at what the Eagles are doing right now with Jalen Hurts. That's what you're witnessing. That's literally what you saw with Jared Goff. That was a perfect example of it. But if Brad Holmes continues to bat that 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
He may be able to. I mean, this is like a long shot though. This is on Chris is 3% chance for sure. But through the draft, 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and if he's again the second rounds were kind of that's probably where he's not knocking him out the park.
And if he doesn't play Bill Belichick,
that part true, that part too. But excuse me, I apologize. If Brad Holmes knocks out the 2 first round picks, whether it be and I agree with you, I think you do need to start running back. And I've been on record on wax as I used to say. That I think that I would be totally fine if they took a running back with the second first round pick or more. What I want more, I guess so, is a second round pick though initially. But there is a way. That is the route. But then you're hoping on Brad Holmes again to bat 1,000 and not for those guys to be prospects of what you want them to be, but guys that are going to hit the ground running and contribute right away.
Yeah.
Especially now, looking at this team, that was obviously always a possibility. But it seemed like such a long shot, which it still is a long shot. But you're starting to look at this team James Houston, I still can't get over it, guys. The game was 2 days ago, and I still like it's insane. Like this guy was a 6th-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm Rodriguez, a 6th-round pick. Like next year, they're all going to make a leap in production and being like better players.
Yes.
Like people saying draft defense. Like look at this defense right now and how proud you are of these young players, and know that they're going to get better from this too. You know, like I think it's becoming more of a reality. It's still a slim, chance, but you know, if I ever wanted to give a Goff gobbler, some ammunition, I mean that's what I tell him.
Yeah, it's you look at it and like you said, he made it there when you built a super team around him. Unfortunately, Todd Gurley wasn't there in the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, he ran into Bill Belichick, who shut him down in his career. Which Bill Belichick has shut a lot of people down in their careers, but it's tough, man. It's tough. I'd love to see it, but I can't see it in the cards because when. In the Super Bowl, in the highest stage, when the play breaks down, when things break down, I just can't see him having that oomph, having that X factor to go out there and make a play happen. To go out there, if you got pressure in your face, avoid the rush, get out of the pocket, make a throw down the field. There's things like that in his game that are lacking. Now, he's very good at, like Ben Johnson has said, he can make most of the throws that we give to him.
Yeah.
So it's, there obviously is a lot of pieces of this offense that are still locked. But for now, like I've said it since he got here, I just don't think he's the guy that'll take you over the hump. The Lions aren't at the hump yet. The Lions aren't winning their division yet. The Lions aren't winning multiple playoff games yet. So as of right now, Jared Goff is a fine piece. As Terry Foster would say, he's a fine quarterback.
He's a fine young man.
He plays very fine. And yeah, it is what it is.
We have a. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
There's a slappy that walks around our office, standing about like 6'3". Easy to choke out within 2 minutes. I love you, Stick. But he came to us in the heavies room today while we were doing the show prep, and he compared him to Tom Brady, and that sounds insane.
Yeah.
Because you think of Tom Brady, you think of the rings, but like stylistically.
Yeah, he looked at me. He was like, "What does Tom Brady do that Jared Goff doesn't do?" I was like, "Win Super Bowls." He was like, "Oh, well." I was like, yeah, I mean, he's got a lot. He's got quite a few.
But I guess if you were to make a correlation, what I'm saying?
Like play style, yeah.
Yeah, he's not the flashiest guy
Tom Brady
out there.
Also
keeps the ball cleaner than Goff has in the past.
This year, Goff has been keeping the ball very 100%. Good, but also Tom Brady, like, he's got a good deep ball.